Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to show you how to make this beautiful summer daisy bag. Let's have a look at the yarn I've got for this project. So I've got the yellow one for the inside of the daisy, then I've got my white one for the daisy petals and the pink one for the rest of the bag. Of course, you can use any color you like. Also, I'm using my 4mm hook for this. This is the corresponding hook for this yarn I'm using. To make a start, get your 2 fingers and wrap your yarn around it twice and pinch it in place. Then take your hook, put it underneath, pull that second strand through, twist it, put the yarn around your hook and make a single chain. This gives us a magic circle. Then make 2 chains. So we will be doing 12 half double crochets into this circle, and these 2 chains are just a build up, they don't count. Now I'll show you how to do a half double crochet. So you're going to wrap your yarn around your hook like so. Then you're going to put your hook through the magic circle. Then wrap your yarn around your hook, pull through. You'll have 3 loops on your hook. Wrap the yarn around your hook and pull through all 3 loops. That's our first half double crochet done. You need to go ahead and make 11 more half double crochets into this magic ring for this round. I'm going to finish my half double crochets and meet you at the end of the round. To close this round, we're going to go back to how we started, so ignore the 2 chains that you created. Do a slip stitch on top of the first half double crochet that we did. So it would be here for me. So put your hook through, pull the yarn through, pull it through again. This forms our slip stitch. I'm quickly going to turn my work and tug on this yarn to close my inner circle. To start off round 2, do a chain, and then in the next stitch do a single crochet. In this round you need to do 12 single crochets. So in the previous round we did 12 half double crochets, and all we're doing is adding a single crochet on top of that. I'm going to continue doing my single crochets and I'll see you at the end of this row. Okay, so to end this round, you're going to do a slip stitch into the first single crochet that we did. So I'm going to put my hook in here and then pull the yarn through and then through my loop. This is our second row done. I'm now going to cut this yarn so I can prepare adding the white color and secure it in place. I'm now going to show you how to add these white clusters. They're made up of double crochets. Now we're ready to attach our white yarn, so put it into any single crochet and do a slip stitch. So we're going to start this round off with 3 chains, and then we're going to add our first cluster. So here's chain 1, 2, 3. Okay, so now we're going to add 4 double crochets into here. So wrap your yarn around your hook, put your hook in the same stitch, and then pull the yarn through, wrap your yarn again and pull through 2 loops. This is our first one done, so let's add 1 more. So wrap your yarn around your hook and then put it through the same stitch, and then wrap your yarn around your hook, pull it through, yarn over and pull through 2 loops. You'll have 3 loops on your hook, so let's go ahead and add another double crochet. Wrap your yarn, put it through the stitch, pull through 2 loops. You should have 4 loops on your hook, and we'll add 1 more and yarn over, pull through 2. You should have 5 loops on your hook at this point, and then what you will do is yarn over and pull through all 5 loops. So this forms our first cluster stitch. Now we need to make 3 chains, so 1, 2 and 3. We're going to add another cluster right here next to that stitch. We had 12 stitches from the previous row, so in this row we need to make 12 cluster stitches. Let's add another cluster, so wrap your yarn around your hook, put it through the next stitch, pull through 2 loops, then wrap your yarn around again, put it through the same stitch, pull through 2 loops. Again, wrap your yarn around, put it through the same stitch, pull through 2 loops, and then one more time, pull through 2 loops, and you should have 5 loops on your hook. Yarn over and pull through all 5 loops. And then chain 3. 1, 2, 3. Apologies, this small section is a bit blurry. I only realized after I finished filming. So what I'm doing is adding another cluster here, and then I'll meet you at the end of this row. Okay, so I finished this round and I'm going to make my slip stitch on top of the 3rd chain we did, like so. Our daisy part is now done, so I'm going to show you how to add our pink square. Attach your pink yarn in any of the spaces in your daisy. I'm going to attach it like this, so I'll make my first chain and then I'll make another 2 chains. This acts as our first double crochet, and in this round we're going to do groups of 3 double crochets in every space. So let's go ahead and add 2 more in this space. 1 and 2. So this is our set of 3 double crochets, and I'm going to turn this into a corner. So chain 3, 1, 2, 3, and into that same chain space I'm going to add another 3 double crochets to form our corner. So 1, 2 and 3. We've now got our first corner. Okay, so now in the next 2 spaces we're going to add sets of 3 double crochets without any spaces in between. And then I'll move on to the next space after the 3rd one, right here. Okay, so now we've reached another corner. So over in the next space, I'm going to do the exact same thing I did here. So let's go ahead and add our corner. So do your 3 double crochets, 1, 2 and 3, and now do your 3 chains. So 1, 2, 3, and now do 3 double crochets into the same space. We're going to repeat that again. So in the next 2 spaces, I'm going to make my set of 3 double crochets, and in the one after that, we're going to do our corner again as I did here. Please continue this until you get to the end of the row here. In total, you should have 4 corners. When you get to the end of the round, you're going to do a slip stitch in the 3rd chain. So at the start we did chain 3. Find your 3rd chain and do a slip stitch into there. Okay, now we can move to the next row. So in order to do that, I need to move to the corner. So I'm going to do that by doing slip stitches. I've now reached my corner, and I'm going to do 3 chains. 1, 2, 3. This will act as our first double crochet, so go ahead and add another one and then add a third one. In this round, we're only doing 2 chains for the corner. We don't need a big corner like we had in the row before, so we're keeping it as a small corner. Now go ahead and add your set of 3 double crochets. 1, 2, and 3. After the corner, in the next stitch, you're going to add 1 double crochet. So for this side, in every stitch now, you're going to add 1 double crochet. In this row in total, you should have 16 double crochets on one side, and that's including the corners. So I'm just going to carry on till I reach a corner. I've now reached a corner, so I'll do my 3 double crochets, then a chain 2, then another 3 double crochet. So this is row number 5, and row number 6 will be exactly the same, where you add your stitches on top of the stitches and you add your corner in the corner. I'm going to carry on till I get to row 6, and then I'll meet you at the end of row 6. Okay, so now I've got both sides of my panel. I'm just going to finish off my square. So I'm going to pull the yarn I've cut through like so to secure it in place. So now what we do is we take the 2 panels and we align them on top of each other like this. Make sure they're lined up, and then I'll do single crochets all the way around the edges. Make sure you leave one side open. Pick a corner you want to start doing your single crochets, it doesn't matter. I've picked this corner, so I've put my hook through the corner here, and then I'll do my first single crochet. Pull my yarn through, yarn around, pull it through the loop. This is my first single crochet, and then I'm just going to go around doing the same. So as this is a corner, what I'm going to do is add an extra single crochet into this corner right here, and I'm going to try and hide that extra yarn in the process. So yarn over, pull through 2 loops. Now move on to the next stitch. So put your hook through these 2 and the other 2 in the opposite panel, and then do your single crochet again. Do this all the way around, and I'll meet you towards the end. After joining the 3 sides, this is how my bag is looking so far. You could see there's a nice opening there. The threads inside this bag you will weave in at the end. We're now going to make the straps, so leave this yarn here, do not cut that off. Okay, so to make the strap, we're going to get our ball. So we're going to get the piece of yarn that's outside, and then there's a piece of yarn on the inside as well. That's the part we need, so I'm going to pull that out. We're going to make a thick strap, hence I'm using the inside of the yarn ball. So here's the end to it, and I'm just going to take a generous amount because I plan to make a long strap for my bag. So from inside the yarn ball, I'm going to pull out a lot of yarn like this. So we're going to use this bit and the bit we've got from the middle to make our strap. I've got a generous amount, as you can see here in my hand. Let's make a start. Okay, so put your hook in the yarn we had here like so. The extra yarn we've cut, fold it in half and place it on the hook like so. So you've got 3 strands to be working with for a nice thick strap. Now do a slip stitch. Now what we're going to do is get these 2 pieces of yarn, wrap it around our hook, and then we'll make a chain. So get the other yarn, pull through all the loops. So this is all we're doing for the strap. We're going to wrap the 2 yarns around our hook and then make a chain. So keep doing this, but just to show you very quickly, if I made just chains, our strap would be very thin like this. Hence I'm using 3 bits of yarn to make a very thick strap. I'm going to continue with my strap now, so I'll meet you at the end. Welcome back. So I've made my strap length to my liking, and then all I've done with the extra bits of yarn that we took from the middle is I've cut them off here. So make sure you only cut the yarn that you got from the middle here. Now I'll show you how to attach this to our handbag. So put your hook through this yarn here. What you're going to do is inside your bag, you're going to find the very corner stitch. It may be a little tricky, so I found mine right here and I'm going to put my hook through that. I will go through 2 corner stitches. As you can see here, I've gone through 2 of these as I want my strap to be secured in place properly. And now what you're going to do is do a slip stitch to join the corner and the strap together. And pull through all the loops. And then what I'm going to do is do a chain. And then I'll go back into the same spot and do a single crochet. With that in place, we can now cut this yarn. Okay, so I've cut my yarn and I'm just going to pull that through like this. You'll notice you have 3 loose strands. All you're going to do is weave that in the edge of the bag along here. So keep going until you've hidden all your extra yarn. I'm just going to quickly stop at this point as it's the end of the tutorial. This is the end result. I really hope you've enjoyed this tutorial. It's been a long one, but let me know what you thought of the tutorial in the comments. Subscribe to my channel to support me and leave a like on this video. See you for the next one.